It's a busy day. It's my last day at the part-time gig. I work my face off both before and after work in hopes of finishing some work. Don't succeed, but do celebrate the start of my birthday with a beer and watching one of my favorite TV shows. And this is how I got here. Good morning, passport holders. Today, June 1st, 2016, day 578 of the vlogs. My last day of employment at the part-time gig and the day before my birthday. So, went to bed, woke up, 8+ hours worth of sleep, which was awesome to be able to do. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. I think part of that is the fact that it was my first night back in my bed and I wasn't staying up super late and partying with friends and that kind of stuff. Today's schedule is pretty jam-packed though, top to bottom, and as a result, it's currently 9:07 and I am heading over to the Circle K in order to pick up a Red Bull to help pump me up, and I'm sure I'll grab a Cliff Bar as well just to get something in my stomach. So that's the plan. Gonna just work. I mean, I've just got, Daily V2 or Ask Gary V rather. 207 to finish up this morning, get that done, get that clean, and then I've got a couple caption reviews on my channel that I would love to get to at some point today and get everything all caught up again and have everything be green going into tomorrow, which once again is both my birthday and the first day of me working on the business full time and paying myself. So I'm excited. The first payroll did process and it should actually hit my personal bank account here in the next couple of days, so I'm pretty pumped, but I hope you guys are having a good one. Let's get this one started. Got him! So I'm looking at everything as I'm doing the final run through on the edit, and I actually think I screwed up my days. So Memorial Day was day 577, making yesterday, which is now coming out, 578, which makes today day 579. Holy smokes, I can't believe it. It's been like 18 months, 19 months that I've been doing daily vlogs and I've never screwed this up, and now I have. Like, I've missed smoking a day, but like literally labeling, releasing, all the extras, like, oh, wow. My bad. Let me go and fix that as much as I can. 13:06 at this point, and this may be the second latest I've ever left to go to the office. It's like a 20-minute drive if everything goes right, so I should be able to make it on time, and I'll certainly make it within the 5 to 10 minutes that they give you as wiggle room. And since it is my last day, there are no repercussions for me to show up a little bit late. I mean, I've had exactly 0 tardies in the almost 4 months since I showed up with them. Come close a couple of times, but I've never actually missed the beginning of a shift by more than 5 minutes. So, yeah. Last shift. So why am I leaving late? Well, the answer is that Clintus's captions came back, so I had to review those really quick. It was a short 4-minute video, so that was easy. Gary put in a new, or Gary's team, D-Rock. D-Rock put in a request for a 4-minute video, which I've already done. It just like it's a clip from a previous video, and so there's some issues with the SRT clipping tool that I need to talk with Adriene about. So actually I've known about it for about a week and a half, and I just haven't had the time to even send him an email to say like, hey, like, this stuff isn't working the way that it's supposed to. But I will do that sometime in all reality next week. And so I got to working on that, and then Yoga with Adriene had her channel's captions returned for today, which clears my board if I can get that taken care of. So got that going and reviewed about 75% of it, and then I just decided to push it because I was running late. Although the captioner who does work on that channel, like, she's a rock star at it, and so it's super easy for me to trust Erin and just kind of let her do her thing, because it's very clear that she has a deep interest into yoga herself, so it's just easier to let my 2 little yogis play with one another and just review it to make sure that there's nothing egregiously wrong. So I'm confident in sending that off and sending that over, and I did so, added it to the one was that said search engine as well. And so, yeah, like, oh, and then the final bit is as I was running out the door, I got the notification that Gary dropped Ask Gary V 208 live, and so I was just like, so much work. It's a good thing, and once again, proving the point that I'm making the transition at the right time, right? If I wasn't going to do this now, where I'm going to work, I'd be able to fill the next 4 hours with work easily. So that sets it up for tonight when I get back home to finish corrections on 207, which is taking even longer than I had anticipated, mostly due to the fact that the guys are cross-talking all over each other pretty much anytime one of them speaks. So I've just got to get that all locked in. Once that is, though, I'm probably going to have to hand time it, which is painful, but very likely a requirement in this instance, due to the fact that, yeah, the crosstalk is just that heavy. So I'm going to try and see what the auto timing does and then massage it a little bit and see if that can't be made to work, but I'm scared that it won't, and therefore I'm going to have to hand time a 35-minute episode, and then, you know, I'll finish up the evening and lean into June 2nd, my first full day of employment, doing Ask Gary V 208 in all likelihood. So it's a busy one, but as you can hear, we're on the 202. Let's go. And that is why you did not get a time lapse today. No space on the card. That stated, it is time for me to head on into the office. I'm not going to be late. I'm actually here almost on time if you include the pit stop that I like to do, fill my water bottle, things like that. But yeah, let's go do the last 4.5 hour shift. And there you have it, guys. Currently 17:57, and I am done with the part-time gig. Surrendered my credentials and my tools that they had given me, and I'm not emotional. Like, it's real. Like, it's real. Like, I worked at this company for just shy of 4 months, and this is only the third job I have not been fired from in my life, which I think that's the more emotional part, because the last time I walked away from something was GoDaddy, and that entire situation was so fraught with consequences. It was not a positive experience, which I think is ultimately why, one of the other reasons, let's say one of the many other reasons why I have been fired out of every other job or contract that I have ever been in. So yeah, I mean, it's real, it's here. I've got to go home though and get right back to work. It's one of these things where the reason why I can do this, and this is what I have to keep reminding myself, is because there is so much work in the business as it stands right now that I'm being forced to go full time. You know, I've got 64 minutes worth of content from one client in my queue right now. My captions did come back for the day, so I guess technically I have something like, 75 minutes worth of content, which, you know, including all the processes, would be like 3 to 4 hours worth of work. On the low side. On the high side, Gary's stuff definitely classifies as that. It's much longer, 5 to 6, maybe even 8 hours worth of work. So, it is what it is. I'm on my way to the 101, and I think I'm going to go home and take a chill half hour just to kind of come down from all of this. And yeah, then go to work again before I make some dinner. Well, guys, it has been a heck of a year as I look back. You know, I started at 31, standing in Santa Monica, talking with you guys as I was walking to a Walgreens. And I will start 32 now, here in Phoenix, the place I choose to call home, having worked for pretty much since I got home, minus maybe 2 hours on captioning work that has become my company, that has become my job in this last year, that on some level I really do enjoy every day. And so, you know, I want to say thank you guys for all the views. I mean, I haven't done the stats yet, but I think it's something like, 24,000 views this year. My subscriber base, I believe, has gone from just shy of 100 to almost 560 now. That's incredible for a channel that gets no promotion, no cross promo, no nothing. You guys are just finding me however you are finding me, and I do appreciate it. I'm just pumped. I'm pumped for what this year has meant for me personally, for me professionally, having the back half of the homeless adventure on it, and then a lot of hard work. You know, some scary moments in there, but eventually finding some pretty big pieces about who I think I am and who I need to be for the rest of my life. And that's a winner of a year. That said, who knows what 32 holds? Never know. It could be another massive adventure on the road or traveling, or it could be the adventure of a lifetime relating to a pretty girl, relating to establishing a home base, buying a house. Who knows? Anything can happen, and life has shown me that time and again, that once I think I have a plan, life has a better one waiting for me. That stated, I'm still going to work incredibly hard. I've got some goals. I got a lot of work to do, but I've got some goals and I've got a plan on how to execute it. I'm pumped. At this point, I'm going to go take the rest of the night, very likely. I'm not promising myself that, but very likely I'm going to try and take the rest of the night for myself. There seems to be an episode of American Ninja Warrior, like some kind of all-star thing or something, that actually aired last night in anticipation for tonight's season premiere. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I enjoyed a great deal, and I'm just gonna go have a beer, enjoy that, and during all the commercial breaks, reflect on what this last year has meant to me, and what I want this upcoming year to mean. All right, guys, it is an hour and a change later, currently 1:06 a.m., and I'm gonna call it here. My energy level just took a big dive in the last 20 minutes, which, I thought that I was gonna be able to get just a little more work done. If I had had an hour's worth of energy, I would have been able to finish Ask Gary V207. With the way that I stacked work today, though, it makes it basically, it makes it really a real possibility. Minus, unless I decided to give myself a little extra time or decide to go out to dinner or whatever I decide to do tomorrow evening. I should be able to finish 2:07 in the morning, handle the stuff that I need to handle, which is quite a lot, which I'm more than upset about. In the early afternoon, then I've got stuff to do, and then hopefully in the evening I'll be able to finish out AGV 208 as well. So yeah, the transcription is done with that. It's half corrected. So I basically was timing that, or working against that, with my energy level tonight. So while I didn't finish final timing perfection with 207, I'm a long way into 208 already. So hopefully I can finish both, because my guess is that on Friday I will receive daily V40, and that will happen. So any which way, thank you guys for your time and your attention. I do appreciate them both. I know that a lot of people have already started to wish me happy birthday on Facebook, and yeah, if you guys are watching this episode and you just want to say hi, do so today in the comments. Say hi, say happy birthday if you think that that's something I would appreciate, because I can tell you right now I will. There are about 20 of you who watch these videos every day, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to end this with my grandfather saying, "You never stumble upon opportunity by standing still." And my additional, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.